Hey, how's it going everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Joyride Halo 2 Red Spartan, or Red Master Chief if you must call him that. This is the one I recommend you get. It has the updated head sculpt that doesn't look horrible. It's a pretty nice head sculpt. And it has the blue secondary color. The blue's a bit bright. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be just the regular blue. It's a bit bright. There are other versions. There's 3 of this guy with different secondaries and different emblems. That's the one he has. Is that the rampancy one? It's been forever. I think so. So you can get whichever one you like, but this is the only one I can guarantee. If you can't tell from the photos, like if you're buying on eBay or whatever, this is the only one that has this good head for sure. And even on top of that, I'm not sure if they all have this. They might have done a running change type of thing where some of these have the old head or not. So be careful when you're buying if you don't want that old head. He stands pretty good size. He stands just a little over 8 inches tall. So definitely not in scale with many other lines, but still, if you're a Halo fan, this figure, I got this guy because I needed a good red and blue. And they also made a blue, I'll review him in a second, with the good head sculpt, and then red as the secondary color. So I got them to go against each other, so to speak, for the reds versus blues. So there's that. The red is all, there's no paintwork on the red itself. It does have kind of a metal flake going on, so that's pretty cool. Like I said, the blue's a bit bright. It doesn't look bad, but it is a bit bright. What I think is the rampancy logo is pretty well done. It looks good on both sides, looks good on the back. Can't complain too much. We have some shading throughout the abdomen region, and a little bit here and there on the other brown parts. And yeah, they are brown. I don't remember them being brown. Maybe that was the case. I always thought they were gray. But it doesn't look bad either way. So we do have the brown, darker brown bodysuit with the lighter brown here and there, and everything else. The only red that's painted, I think, is the hand. I don't think the boots are. I think they're painted brown. Not positive though. Either way, it all matches. It looks pretty good. So that's okay. And then the boots do have some silver dry brushing on the tips of the toes. So he's a nice looking figure overall. Let's look at the articulation. The head can swivel. It feels like it can look up and down, but it never stays. So I think that's just flexing the plastic. So be careful if you're going to do that. The visor, if you didn't notice, is Vacuchrome, which this is the only company to do action figures of Halo with the Vacuchrome so far. With 3A excluded, since those are high end, of course they're going to have the nice visors. But these are great, and they never flake. I've never seen one that flaked off. So I don't know how they did it, but they did it really well. Shoulders are standard ball hinge. Not the best range of motion due to the armor, but it's pretty good. It's not too bad at all. We have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, good range of motion there. And then the wrist, unfortunately, it's just a peg, so it has some play and a swivel, but it's just a kind of a peg that's designed to give it some range of motion. The hands are soft, so they can grip the guns pretty seamlessly, no problem at all. And they're just molded plastic, so no worries about paint rubbing off or scratching or anything, so that's pretty good. The upper torso has this diaphragm joint that lets him do a pretty good ab crunch. It does swivel at the top, and it does lean from side to side. So that's always appreciated. And then we have the swivel at the lower part as well. The hips have a little play side to side. It's basically just a peg that goes this way, a peg that sticks into the hip, so it gives it some play this way, and then full play all the way forward. So definitely can get him into a crouch position, no problem at all. So we have double jointed knees and a thigh swivel. The knees don't have too much of a range of motion, but it's definitely enough, so I'm okay with that. Then the ankles are just like the wrist. It's just a peg that has a little bit of extra play around. So it's not the best, but it is effective enough. This guy comes with the rocket launcher. Yes, it says it upside down right there, but on this side, it's normal. I don't know why they did that, but the rest of the labeling is pretty good. And he comes with a beam rifle. He can hold either one just fine. The rocket launcher is a bit iffy. Just everybody knows it's always hard to pose a Halo figure with a rocket launcher, but he can do it fairly well. It's not perfect, but you can get him posed. And I'll do it real quickly. Just a horrible pose, but what the heck. bam, he's using the spanker. Not too bad. Could be better, but definitely not too bad. And so there it is, guys. There's the red Spartan that I recommended from Halo 2 from Joyride. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.